Hey guys, this is Danny from DannyColeman.net. And today I want to talk to you about something called the spotlight effect and why it's important. I think a huge barrier to action for a lot of people is fear of what others think of us or a fear of judgment. I know for me, in 2011, I wrote on this site. It was an online fitness site. It was a fitness site for college students, and I wrote a lot and I had a lot of fun with it, and I was tweeting and posting and I was all sorts of into it. And then I had my first interaction with a troll. And I remember everything about this moment. Like, I remember what he said. I remember what post it was on. I remember what his picture looked like. I remember going to his profile and looking at what he had going on. I know everything about that dude, but guess what? That dude is not thinking about me. He hasn't given me a second thought. But the problem is that it kept me from putting out content for a long time. It kept me from writing and doing things that I actually enjoyed for fear of being wrong or being embarrassed or being put on blast or whatever that looks like. So everything that I wrote was filtered through this, are people going to think this is whack kind of filter? And that's the spotlight effect. The spotlight effect basically says that we think people are paying more attention to us than they actually are, as if there was a spotlight on us. And this can happen to us in a variety of ways, right? It can cause us to get maybe a job or a degree that we don't necessarily want, but we're doing it to impress our family or impress our friends maybe, or maybe it keeps us from approaching a pretty girl in the bar for fear that she's going to think we're a creep or she's going to think we're weird or something like that. And the fact of the matter is that people spend most of their days thinking about themselves. There was a study at Harvard University, stay with me, stay awake, that basically they had all these students draw a picture of campus. And what they found was everybody drew campus, but they drew it in vastly different ways. Athletes drew the stadium at the dead center of their maps. Studious students drew the library much larger than anything else. Maybe the party students drew the bar scene on their maps. And oddly enough, not one student drew out the residential areas that surround campus. Why? Because it's not a part of their worlds. People spend the vast majority of their time thinking about their own worlds. They are not thinking about you. And I just think it's a really powerful tool to use, because once we realize that people aren't really paying attention to us, then it frees us up to do what we want to do and be who we want to be. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. No one's paying attention to you. No one cares about you. And that's a good thing. A vast majority of people are focused on their own shit, on their own problems, on their own life, that even if they do judge you, they quickly get back to judging and analyzing themselves. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates with you guys. And I hope it encourages you to get busy and do what you want to do in life. Do what you like, because no one cares. So good luck, guys. Have a good week, and I'll have new videos out soon.